So in this video, I want to test how good of a presentation Claude Cowork can make if we give it the input of a single PDF document. This is going to be our fictional design agency, Bold Design, and I sort of want to make a pitch deck out of it to see how good of a pitch deck can it actually create and how long does it usually take to create one of these things. So let's have a look at what is in the document. So basically what we have here is we have a PDF that I generated about a design agency, Bold Design. So a few important steps: who are we, with some information, our mission, our vision, and then our services split into multiple things like presentation, digital, UX design, design systems. And we also have our approach to understand structured design skill, philosophy, what makes us different, our team, who we work with, and the results. So like a basic document that I want to turn into an actual pitch deck and something really nice to present to potential customers. So now that we have this document, well, we're going to go to Claude Cowork and throw in the PDF document as well as a nice prompt. So here we are in Claude Cowork, and I'm going to drag in the design overview, the PDF, and then I'm going to add a prompt to it. So I want you to turn this document into a really nicely designed pitch deck in PowerPoint. Try to get all out on the design, don't settle for standard AI generated slides. I want the brand to feel vibrant, bold, and dynamic. Give that modern touch to the slides and the designs. And then I've added, think about the storytelling, so also make slides that have large keywords or chapters to introduce a specific part. And I will present this to potential customers as a sales pitch. Then I'm going to select the model. I'm going to choose Opus 4.7, the most capable for ambitious work. And I'm going to run it and see what it sort of comes up with. The presentations, I'm very curious how it will do. I just want to see where it gets if you sort of one-shot it, because I think that's how most people will use it. So here at the top, we can see what it's actually doing. So build the Bold Design pitch deck, that is done. Now it's rendering the slides for QA, quality analysis, I think, visual quality analysis, pass the test with SAP agent, big issue and re-verify, and then deliver the final deck to the user. So it has built a pitch deck, now it's rendering the slides for an analysis, then it's going to do that, fix some issues, and give us the result. But I can see in the bottom here, we're using quite a lot of our session limits, so I'm very curious to see what the result will come up with. So you can also see there's a working folder here that it's putting all of the slides in, so as a JPEG, but then also the PDF document, the PPTX, and JSON files. So it's creating all of these documents here on the site. And then at the bottom, we can see the context, which is currently our PDF document. But of course, we could add more information, for example, a template, we could add some pictures, we could add some more documents to it to give it the more extensive information that it needs. So here it notified itself that it's using a different font that wasn't installed, and it's actually changing the font so it works on the version that we get. Okay, so we're about 12 minutes in, and the result is ready, so I'm very curious to see what it will do. So I'm going to download it and open it in Microsoft PowerPoint. All right, so overall first look and feel, this is what we get. We have 17 slides. The good thing, I think, is it used a totally different approach, and it doesn't look AI generated, or it doesn't look like the standard AI generations that I've seen before. So it really stayed true to that bold design, especially with those fonts. So if we look at these fonts, it's using Impact, which is really nice. It's also using a nice overlay, so overlay them a little bit with some italic hues. I think that's really cool. Big downside I see is not using any of the theme fonts, so that's going to give us a lot of issues in the future. With the colors, I'm guessing, and that was right, it's also not using any of the standard colors. So also this will give us quite a lot of headaches when we try to fix that or create some slides of our own. One of the big things is the slides feel chaotic. You see right there, they're putting a lot of elements on the front end and nothing in the back end. If we look at the slide layouts, there's no slide master. There's no slide master in place, which is going to, it's just plain blank. So they deleted everything, which will probably cause a lot of pain if you want to add your slides, update things, turn this into 5 points, and you see where the headache starts to start readjusting everything. But again, I think that's something which eventually will go out. One of the things I really like is those big fonts and colors, these sort of chapter slides. Who are we, or who we are? Again, this circle I wouldn't do myself, but overall I'm pretty okay with the result that it generated. Looking forward to a few more slides. Here it's creating a lot of chaos, so it's using rectangles, circles, triangles, all as design elements, which just makes it so overwhelming and so chaotic to look at, especially if you put text on top of that. I think if we strip away a lot of these things, we could end up with a pretty decent, bold, clean looking deck. But right now, I think there's quite a lot of work and some inconsistencies to work with. So you see some of the numbers have changed in colors, some of them haven't. So again, I'm not the biggest fan. I'm also not dissatisfied with the result that it gave. I think it looks way better than what a lot of people would come up with if they have to sort of do a bold design. This is a very good starting point. Maybe it can give you some inspiration, But from a technical point of view, this is going to give you a lot of issues. Like, let's say you want to make a new slide and you start here, like completely blank. You don't have any of the colors. You don't have any of the text layouts that you want to use. So you see, this is where you end up with the standard PowerPoint settings. So add your title here, and this is going to give you a lot of issues. So we want to avoid that. We want to work with a proper team. We want to work with a proper slide master. So that it didn't do a really good job at. So overall, I would give this like a 5 out of 10. Design-wise, I think probably like a 7 or an 8. Could be better, but again, it was a very minimal prompt. Nothing extensive was added there. From a technical point of view, I think this is a 1 out of 10 or a 2 out of 10. Because it's going to give you a lot of headaches. You probably have to use AI to sort of one-shot it every single time until you get the right result. You can't use this as a template that you want to use. If you want to use a proper template, well, you probably want to work with something like this where you have a image placeholder, text placeholders, and if you want to change the layout to anything, it will automatically adjust. And that is sort of what we want to create, because we want to have that flexibility in our slides. We want to have that being able to switch from left to right with our content. We want to change the different layouts to, for example, a dark version to a light version, or even more, if we go look at the entire overview here, we have hundreds of slides. Well, we want to make sure that we can change it to, for example, a light mode in just one simple click. We want to change that to a dark mode in one simple click, or something in between. Change the color entirely, all in one simple click. That is what we want to achieve. That is currently what it doesn't do yet. Because if you add a new slide, you see, I can choose any of the different layouts that is available here. And if I click here, add your content, and then just start typing, it still looks on brand. Your starting point looks on brand, and that is what we're missing with the other one. If we're looking here and we're adding a new slide, this is not giving us any starting point. So if we want to use these designs, fine. If you want to go beyond them, that's where you get the issues. So that's why it's so important that you understand the fundamentals and the underlying rules of PowerPoint, how it works, how the slide master is set up, how it can actually benefit you. So if you want to learn that, I have an entire program about PowerPoint for professionals that teach you exactly that. All the way from the start, from the foundations of the slide master, to the presentation design that you make on top of it, to the delivery with transitions and animations. So if you want to have these 3 steps, I have an entire bundle that you can find via the link in the description below.